you for one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
On the play. First down, Lions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lindsay. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal.
31-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 3, Packers nothing.
Coming to you. Mike 20, 8.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton will drop this underneath for Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
That's the score. Packers 7, Lions 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
23 yards the pickup there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Lindsey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A 5-yard gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The final shot before the break. Newton forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Detroit.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
on 2nd and 11 now. Winston, this will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Lions 17. Packers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
At the 33-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Lions 17. Packers.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff for Lindsey. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Jameis to throw it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Check.
On first down, Lindsey.
Philip Lindsay.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back now at Lambeau. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Ready? He's clear,
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Winston, no gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him the first down.
1st and 10 at the.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Newton to throw.
At the Lions' 41-yard line.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Newton. dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
15-yard line.
Now Newton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The kick by pass is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.